Alright, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am, of course, Hot Dogs, and I can't believe it. We are finally here on the finale of The Sims 4 Survivor Oasis, and we are down to our final three. We have Fabio left as the only boy. He originated from the Green tribe, and he has made it all the way to the end. Next to the two BFFs, Nina and Tina. Both of them originated from the Red tribe all the way back then. I can't believe how long this series has been. And I can't believe how much all of them have grown, what they've went through. It is officially day 31 here on the Sandstone tribe, and all of them are just kind of relaxing. As you can see, Nina recycles, and she's also, I think, feeling a bit tense as she actually ends up breaking the water valves that they have. But as she does that, we see that Tina and Fabio are fishing in the pond, and it doesn't look like Tina is doing too hot, unfortunately. However, Fabio is getting a little bit of luck with a little fish. Meanwhile, Nina actually heads inside and she's kind of venting, trying to relax, trying to leave the stress. I'm sure after 31 days of being in a hot desert, of worrying if you're going to go home, that your life is on the line, I would be incredibly stressed out, especially now that you're getting so close to the end and so close to the money. I think anyone that's left stands a chance at winning. Of course, it all comes down to the jury and who they vote for. And we'll obviously find out, and we'll see the tribal council and stuff later on. However, there is still one more competition that we will have later on as well to determine our final two. So even though we see that they're practicing some skills, I gotta say, none of them have been practicing the skill that'll get them to final two, unfortunately. And like, now is the time they would be able to do that, but it doesn't happen. Spoiler alert. However, it definitely doesn't stop them from spending their entire last day basically practicing skills that are useless to them from now on. So I am going to use this time to kind of talk over and recap all of their games so far, as it has been a pretty long series. Now, it all started back on day 1, where we had 2 tribes. And of course, those were the Green Sand Trap and the Red Nookstone tribes. And originally, Tina and Nina were on the same team together. They were on the Red Nookstone tribe, and Fabio was on the Green tribe, and they didn't know of each other's existence barely, apart from competitions where they were against one another. And it's also very easy to forget the twist that we had going, that was previous winners of Real Life Survivor and townies. Each tribe was split in half, and now we see that at the very end we actually have 2 previous winners, those being Fabio and Tina, and then the only townie to survive is Nina, surprisingly. And I think she definitely got help from Tina. The 2 of them were able to stick together throughout the whole entire game. In the beginning, Fabio and his fellow Green tribe members were in really bad shape. They had managed to win quite a few luxury competitions. However, when it came to immunity competitions, they kept losing. And surprisingly, boy after boy after boy was getting sent home. And I'm sure that Fabio was next on the list. However, we had a surprise tribe swap where we got brand new tribes. They all switched around and mixed things up. And the 3 of them, Fabio, Tina, and Nina, all ended up on the Red tribe together. And since then, they have kind of stuck together. I mean, Fabio and Tina have had a bit of a strained relationship. They aren't the closest. However, he has had romantic interest in Nina, and she has become very good friends with Tina. So all of them were semi-connected throughout this game. They were able to stick together. However, I don't think Fabio would have got this far if it wasn't because of immunity competitions. Once they stuck together on the Red tribe and they worked together until everyone got to merge, things got a little bit more complicated, especially for Fabio. I think Nina and Tina had each other, they had the girls, they had a lot of support going from throughout the camp. However, Fabio did not. And once Giuseppe was gone, he knew that his butt was on the line, and he won immunity after immunity after immunity to get himself here, when if you've been looking at the relationship statuses, he's had the lowest for almost all of the votes that he has been safe for, and he probably would have gone home a long time ago had it not been for those competitions. Now, I'm not done debating all of their gameplay. However, I am going to transition, especially now that Nina is showered and ready to go, now that she's in a good mood. I am actually going to set up a final dinner for the castaways. So I have set up a little bit of a bar area and hired a bartender to come. And then I also set up a little table from the Snowy Escape pack so you can have a nice hot pot dinner together. I also set up some music, a dance floor, so they're able to really relax and enjoy their final night here together. This is the last final day for everyone, so they're all going to slowly gather into the front yard and get the party started. But I do want to go back to what I was talking about, especially when it comes to Nina. I feel like I haven't talked too much. I mean, with Tina, we can really celebrate her social game. With Fabio, we can really celebrate his physical game. However, I do think that Nina has played both social and physical. If you remember back in the early days with the red and green tribes, Nina actually won competitions, immunity competitions and stuff for the red tribe solely on her own. And I think she did that more than once. And she was able to really stand her ground, protect her team, and get herself through until merge. Even though she wasn't unfortunately able to win any individual immunity competitions as well as Tina, I think Nina still really proved her worth when it came to competitions. And then also when it came socially, as she was able to navigate her way through all of this. I also think it's important to note that all three of them, Nina, Tina, and Fabio, all found hidden immunity idols during the game. Fabio had his for quite a long time, bringing his from the green tribe to the red tribe. Tina found hers on the red tribe, and Nina actually stole hers from Bella or someone. She got a hold of one somehow. She was not the original finder. So all three of them were able to save themselves, and they didn't actually use it until everyone used their immunity idols on the night that they kind of went bad. But I think that was interesting that all three of them had idols and they were able to get this far, and I think that was probably a big reason why.
Chimere Jabin Slawfish.
Alright, so eventually all three of them do finish up their meal, and they're all pretty full, and I think honestly a little bit tired. The party mood isn't really there, even though I have like music and lights set up. None of them seem too like happy. They're all pretty lethargic, and I think probably after being 31 days of being like poorly fed, having this huge meal, they probably are a bit like, ugh. And of course they're all just, doing what Sims do, just doing quirky things and walking in circles or trying to wash their dishes in the kitchen, but they keep coming back, and Fabio picks up his dish and then puts it down and then sits down and then gets back up, sits in another seat, just doing fun Sim things. You know how the Sims 4 is. So all of them are trying to kind of get the party started. I mean, they kind of slowly get drinks. Nina eventually starts to kind of dance, and I gotta say, I always forget about that lighting fixture, the laser beams or whatever. They're really cool. I need to use that a lot more often. There's honestly a ton of things that I just reuse over and over and over again because I remember those, but it's so easy to forget about some of that stuff that's like deep in the catalog that you just scroll through. And I wish there was an easier way to like go through items. And I know there's some mods where they kind of categorize it a little bit better, and I have a few of those, but still I'm just like, I easily forget about all the items, and people, I don't know, no one complains about how many items we have. We have so many options. We might not have all the color schemes, but whew, we got some weird items. Alright, so by the time I get everyone outside to like actually start the party again, the bartender's like over it. She's like, I've been waiting for you guys to start drinking. Only this one guy has done it. Like Fabio got one drink. She's like, I've been waiting, and she's like clocked out and she's over it. She's ready to go. So as soon as the party starts, she walks away from the bar, and she actually ends up going into the backyard and doing like woodworking. And it was already getting late. I was like, you know what? This party sucks. It's like the worst final three party. So Jeff actually ends up having to come and confront the bartender and get the bartender to leave instead of woodworking. That's not why we hired her. It's not why I'm paying her to be there. And by that time, I was like, you know what? Let's just wrap up the whole night. And we're actually going to go ahead and head straight over to Tribal Council and get that thing started. And we have a lot that we have to do. Not only is everyone going to vote, the jury, of course, is all going to be reunited here and cast their votes for the winner of Sims 4 Survivor Oasis. But we do have to figure out who our final two is, and we're going to do that by a quick little competition. Alright, so normally in Survivor, there is usually a Final Four fire making competition at Tribal Council where two of them have to make fire and the loser leaves and the other one gets to stay and go to Final Three, and the jury casts their vote for the Final Three. There's three people that make it to the very end. However, I kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit. I did want to pay tribute to the fire making competition, and also I didn't want there to be a Final Three. I didn't want to risk any of the votes going awry or weird, so I wanted it to be a Final Two, one versus the other. Nothing too complicated for me to deal with. So we are going to have the three of them compete in a fire making competition, but it is obviously a little bit different. Instead of making fire, they are going to be dancing with it. So they are going to actually have to do the thing where they light the balls on fire and spin it around. Whoever does it the longest or the best will win, and whoever wins the fire making competition will pick who goes to the final two with them, and then that jury plus whoever is then eliminated will vote for the winner. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. So they're all going to start at once, walk up to the fire, and light it all in unison. However, that doesn't end up really being the case. I don't know if it was due to like me moving objects or rescaling them, but they had some issues. So eventually though, Fabio is the first one to ignite his balls and begin to dance. However, instantly it doesn't go very well and he is then out of the competition. And Nina soon follows suit with that same thing. She lights the balls, starts to begin, and then it goes nowhere instantly. However, Tina is the last one to try. She lights hers and starts to dance, and instantly, because she's actually able to do it just for a little bit, she is therefore the winner of the competition.
Yep. Woohoo! Boy, yeah.
Alright, so because Tina won the competition, she gets to pick who sits next to her in Final Two, and obviously we don't even need to look at the relationship statuses. Of course she's going to pick her girl, Nina. So Tina and Nina have incredibly made their way to the Final Two. Who would have thought? But we're going to go ahead and start the voting process for our winner, and Jenna is going to be up first. Now, Jenna played a total floater game. She tried to coast her way through, and it paid off in the beginning. However, once she hit that tribe swap, she totally isolated herself and her game started to tank. And when she hit merge, she got hit with that double elimination and got sent home with Eliza. She was pretty forgettable, kind of like in real life, which brings us to Eliza, who was the second person to vote, and she got eliminated in that double eviction. However, Eliza was iconic this season. I loved her. You guys loved her. What a surprise. So Jenna, of course, was close to the two finalists. However, Eliza really wasn't. She was just a baddie. When I first made her, I thought she was going to be the total villain of the season. I thought everyone was going to hate her and just like can't wait for her to get eliminated. However, I think everyone kind of fell in love with Eliza weirdly. Like, who would have thought? However, she wasn't very close to the finalists, so her vote is really up in the air. Alright, but next up is Vesepia, and Vesepia played a great game. And I honestly thought she was going to get so much farther than she actually did. When she hit merge, she was doing really well, especially socially before then. When she hit merge, she started winning immunity competitions, and I thought she was going to win every single one. But of course, the 1 week that she didn't win, she got sent home. And honestly, it was a smart move. I think if she got to the end, she probably would have won the whole thing. Alright, so Vesepia had a really really close relationship with Tina throughout the entire game, and I'm sure she's so happy to see her at the final. It's kind of obvious where her vote's going to lie tonight. However, it isn't that obvious where Brian's vote is going to land tonight, and that's who's next to vote. Now, I gotta admit, Brian pretty much ruined my Oasis twist, I feel like. Brian was controversial. He got into fights. I honestly should have kicked him out of the game multiple times. And for then him to be the one that fought his way back from Oasis just to be safe for 1 week and then get kicked right back off was just a bit of a disappointment for me. Like, anyone from Oasis should have came back but Brian, but I mean, he's here, so whatever. Alright, so after Brian, we have Richard Hatch, who is the first ever winner of Survivor, and I gotta say, this Richard Hatch is not that Richard Hatch at all. He definitely played it straight, quite literally, by getting into a romantic relationship with Bella Goth, of all people, who's supposed to be married in lore. Not in this game, though. And I don't know, he didn't play the Richard game at all. I felt like he was very strong in the beginning. He was kind of like dad of the Red Tribe. But as soon as he hit merge, his kids grew up and they didn't really need him anymore. And he was soon getting out of there. Which also brings us to Bella Goth, who is up next to vote after Richard. Bella Goth, of course, had this relationship with Richard for a while. However, she was able to kind of branch out and have relationships with the other girls. She was close with Nina, close with Tina, close with Vestepia, and that's kind of what got her a little bit farther in the game. Personally, this Bella Goth kind of felt like an alternate universe Bella Goth, like one from a Sims mobile game, or the one that got abducted and lives in Stranger Town, like just a different Bella Goth. She felt a little bit off. I don't know. But that brings us to our last jury member, our newest jury member, and that is Fabio, unfortunately. He didn't even get to dress up nicely. He's still shirtless, but he's going to cast the final vote, and his will be a big decider on who wins Sims 4 Survivor Oasis. I can't believe we're actually going to crown the winner and we have our final two. But of course, we will not be revealing the vote here in Oasis Springs. No, we're going to have everyone travel on over to, what's the place called? Del Sol Valley. Yep, that little tiny world. We're going to have them go over there as it's kind of like LA, and usually in normal Survivor, non-Sims related Survivor, they wait months and then they all meet up in LA in a big studio at CBS where Jeff announces the winner, and that's when you finally get paid. So we're going to kind of do that, where I built a little mini studio in Del Sol Valley up in the hills for all of our castaways to be reunited, and I brought everyone back. So not only is our jury back and our two finalists, but everyone else that was eliminated before. We got Erwin back, we got Brent back, Nervous Subject back, we got all your favorites. They're all here in the audience, ready to see who is crowned our winner. And of course, we're going to have one last look at our amazing cast. I have loved this cast. Hopefully you guys have liked them. You've liked the show. You like who's gone to the end. Of course, let me know all of that down below. And again, just as a quick reminder, you can download all of these guys on the Sims 4 gallery and continue their stories in your own game. And I'd love to hear what you do with them. But now, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. It's the moment that all of these days have led up to, these 31 Sim days and these 3 months of our time we've spent together has all led up to this. And with a vote of 5-2, Tina, congratulations, you are the winner of the Sims 4 Survivor Oasis. Well, that's it, guys. From 16 castaways, 8 previous winners, 8 townies, all the way down to 1, now officially 2-time winner of Survivor, Tina, you have now won once in real life, once virtually, and you will be going home with 1 million simoleons. How do you guys feel about Tina winning? Are you guys happy? Did you want Nina to win? Did you want Fabio to win? Let me know all of that down below. And also let me know if you have any ideas or requests for any future seasons of Survivor. It will take me a while to get there, but I definitely plan on doing another season. This season was an amazing success. I had so much fun. I learned a lot. I felt like it was pretty successful on my part. I did it pretty regularly for a little bit there, and then I kind of trailed off at the end. But I've learned some few lessons on the way, and also I've gained over like 70 to 80 followers through this series, which is amazing. I'm so glad to have more Beanie Weenies along the way, and I have so many more fun future projects in store. Of course, when it comes to this, it might be over. You can download all the lots and all the Sims on the Sims Gallery at Singleton RW, SINGLETONRW. And you can continue their stories on your game. You can play The Sim Survivor and let me know what you guys are doing on your game. Let me know if you do a Sim Survivor and how that goes. I'd love to hear all about it. And of course, if you want an easier way to communicate with me besides just commenting down below, which I try to respond to every single comment, you can also hit me up on Twitter, which is Sims Hot Dogs on Twitter, and I can definitely talk to you through there. And I also update you guys on when I'm uploading videos on there as well, and you definitely want that noted as we go moving forward with my channel. Definitely subscribe and hit the bell because I have so many projects in store. I got 2 little videos coming out this month, and then I have a big project on the way. Alright, so coming up this week, I have a nice Big Brother Canada video that I will be uploading where I have recreated every single Big Brother Canada house 1 through 9 on The Sims 4, and they are available to download. I'm going to be doing a quick house tour with Arissa Cox in The Sims where we walk around and recreate the house tours, and I'm also going to give my opinions on each season and rank them, tell you what I think of each of them, and kind of give my little review as well as show you my little Sims creations. So keep an eye out peeled for that, especially if you love Big Brother or Big Brother Canada. And then also during this month, I will be posting a Nailed It video where it's Sims 4 Nailed It. If you know the show Nailed It on Netflix, it's a baking show that hosted by Nicole Byer, and also like Chef Jacques, and they usually have a celebrity guest, and they try to have 3 chefs cook. I have recreated the studios, recreated the judges, and I will be having a fun special Sims 4 Nailed It episode that's just one of a kind. I might do a holiday one later, but it's just a little fun spin-off. I also started making a Nickelodeon Sim Save quite a long time ago, and I had started making videos for it. I have almost finished one that I will be posting that is a SpongeBob video where I recreate iconic lots and Sims or characters from SpongeBob in The Sims 4. And I was going to do other ones. I have Rocket Power and some of the Rugrats. However, I have realized that there is no gameplay with kids or toddlers or anything like that, so I can show you the builds, but I'm not very good at that. I like showing you guys like Sims interacting on the lots, and you can't really do that with little kids. It's just kind of pointless. So they are available on the gallery, but if you want me to do a video of those as well, let me know. Maybe just check out the SpongeBob one and then let me know, but I think I will be posting that one. So there are kind of going to be 3 random videos that I will be posting around the next month or 2. Also, I kind of want to break down how I want my channel to work. This has been another big series for me, as you know, it goes with Love Island and RuPaul and stuff like that. But in between these, I like doing these little videos, the ones that aren't really a full series, and they kind of give me time to make my future big series. And I am actually going to announce that to you now. In about a month or 2, something like that. Again, follow me on Twitter for updates. I will be starting my series of Sims 4 Big Brother UK All-Stars, where 20 plus more of your favorite Big Brother UK contestants are reunited in a complete revival of the series where we change the rules up completely. It's a dark dystopian world themed around 1984 Big Brother. And even though these are all stars, it is not a luxurious compound. It is not going to be an easy time for them. There is new rules, but also the classic Big Brother UK that you're probably missing if you're a fan like I am, since it has been canceled for a while. Theoretically, in my mind, this is a total, like, if Big Brother were to come back, this is what it would be like. And I do have a little sneak peek for you right now. Here is the intro for my Sims 4 Big Brother UK. So yeah, I'm super excited for the series. I have loved Big Brother UK for so long. I started watching it probably back in around 2009, 2008, something like that. Back in the Channel 4 days. So I'm an OG fan, and I just have huge appreciation for the show. So I can't wait for that to be my next big series for you guys. So yeah, I have a lot coming up. That's why I've been really distracted, plus work and everything. It's just been hard for me to really finish the series when I'm so excited for all the other stuff I have coming up. So again, subscribe down below, hit the bell, follow me on Twitter, whatever you got to do to stay plugged in. And I will be posting fun, exciting projects coming up. And until then, I love you guys. Bye, all my beanie weenies, and I'll see you later. Bye.